Roughly 1.4 million federal workers are not being paid during the government shutdown, and now 40 million Americans are set to lose access to food assistance this Saturday when SNAP benefits are cut off. People across the country are asking Congress to stop the shutdown, which is now, if you can believe it, in its 28th day.
I would like to tell Congress right now to think about the people who it is affecting. We are human beings with families, with lives, and we have bills that just will not stop. I think it is the breaking point, and so something has to happen and something has to give.
People are scared. It's a moment where people don't know and understand what's about to happen, whether or not they'll get those benefits, should the government open back up, or when.
This should not be a political issue. This should be a human privilege to be fed.
CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion has been following all of this for the last month from Capitol Hill and joins me now. So, Nikole, the USDA says it won't tap into a contingency fund that was specifically organized for SNAP benefits, but organizations like the World Central Kitchen, who deploy to war zones and natural disasters, are delivering free meals to furloughed federal workers. What kind of a message does this send to Congress?
Well, it obviously sends a message that people are hurting, people are feeling the pain, and people are going without. And certainly many members of Congress are aware of that. But in the case of Democrats, they feel like they are fighting for just that, greater affordability for Americans, particularly around the health care issue. That's why they have made this fight about health care, trying to lower the cost of premiums by calling for an extension of these subsidies under the Affordable Care Act, calling for a rollback of Medicaid cuts that were passed under Republicans' mega bill earlier this summer, and also making sure that funds that Congress approves are spent and not clawed back from the White House. So broadly speaking, that's what Democrats say they continue to fight for. Republicans, for their part, continue to say yes, but the key to making sure everybody's needs are met are simply to fund the government. Full stop. And yes, we can have those conversations after the government reopens. So, no lawmaker up here disagrees with the need that is out there, but what they do disagree on is how to reopen the government. And that's why we were sitting here some 28 days later without a resolution.
So, Nikole, if the continuing resolution does pass, it would only fund the government for a few weeks. Does that impact the way Congress is thinking about it?
Well, the time and the calendar is critical here in all of this because, to your point, even if let's say a group of Democrats breaks and they support this temporary funding bill that was already passed in the House a month ago, it would only fund the government until November 21st. Now, as of now, congressional leaders seem to think that that is still okay from the standpoint that this temporary funding bill was really only designed to give congressional appropriators some additional time to finish work on bills that would fund the government in full for the next fiscal year. So they still believe it's possible to kind of get all those bills cleared. But the closer we get to that November 21st date, it does start to become moot to the point where lawmakers may have to go to the drawing board. Do they extend that deadline, and temporarily fund the government just for a slightly longer period? Do they try to fund it temporarily for the next year? Or, are they able to pass these appropriations bills at some point, even in this truncated window? So there is a lot that lawmakers have to figure out in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Nikole Killion tracking it all for us on the Hill. Thank you, Nikole.